Are you managing your time correctly? Most people that don't manage their time correctly suffer more anxiety, more stress, and more pressure than any time before. In this video, I'm going to discuss a few things that you can apply to your life right now that will free up a little more time for you. Let's get to work. First thing that we want to discuss here is a few important things that you need to identify, and that's what's important to you. If you're not sure about what's important to you, then it's impossible for you to free up some time of what's important to you. But what do you do when everything is important, right? Well, that's when you break down your core values. Your core values are the things that's centered around you, the center of your being, what you will stand by no matter what you will set boundaries upon. These are the things that's most important. And this is the first step of how you free up time, discovering your core values. And out of those core values, you will implement the different goals that you have. And as you understand the different goals that you want to accomplish, you're able to put in line the steps to achieve that goal and be able to avoid the unnecessary distractions. You got to take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. That's the only way that you can find out about this and what you want to accomplish, because this will serve a foundation for setting those necessary priorities. And as you discover in my book, Mastering the Control Factor, in my book, I discussed the priorities of priorities. So next you want to try to implement is classifying your task that you have to accomplish by their sense of urgency and sense of importance. As I stated, it's putting your priorities in a box of priorities. And then out of those priorities, you're seeing which one has more core of my values, which one is more important to me, which one of my priorities is more of a priority than the others. And by being able to sort your task into different categories, this is what happens. It frees your mind up. It frees your energy up, because that's one thing that's very precious is your energy, is your time. You have to take care of the energy that you spend, where you spend it, and who you spend it on. So by discovering what's priority of those priorities that you have, you can focus your energy and turn on what truly, truly needs your attention, that fits your core values, that fit the goals that you accomplish. Another effective method, what you can do is allocate different blocks of time for different activities during your day. Like, let's say everything is a priority, right? You put everything in this priority box that you have, and then you sort the priorities out of the priorities. But now you got two priorities, three, four, five different priorities. That's a priority. That's something that you really need to take care of. Well, what you do to not overwhelm your mind, to not cloud your amygdala, what you want to do is designate a particular time period that you will focus on that task. Now, if you don't complete the entire task, that's fine. Move on to the next task. This is something that you're setting on yourself. You're setting boundaries upon yourself, and you being disciplined about your priorities and what you need to do, because it allows you to prevent those distractions that comes about your day. Like, let's say you have to make some sales calls. Let's say you have to make some projects. You have some due dates, some timelines that you need to hit. But you're focusing on one particular thing at a time. You're task switching. So you're focusing on this particular block of time. I'm focusing on this. Well, the phone might ring. Something might need to be addressed. Now, depending on the severity of what needs to be addressed, you can then redirect your attention and say, I'm not on that right now. I'm focusing on what I'm particularly focused on this box of priorities. And it prevents you from getting overwhelmed. You don't want to get overwhelmed. What you can also consider is mindful techniques, mindful practices, because having a lot of priorities will make your mind go crazy. So you got to focus on being able to protect this, protect your mind, because sometimes we get clouded with these emotions from the stress that we feel, all this anxiety that we have, and it clouds our amygdala, blocking off the prefrontal cortex. Now we can't think logically. We can't move. We can't make a decision, and we're moving off of emotion, being like a leaf blowing in the wind. That's something that we do not want to do, team. We do not want to be a leaf blowing in the wind. So practice your deep breathing techniques, the 4x4 method that I teach here. Breathe in 4, exhale for 4. You can also do your deep breathing methods. Breathe all the way in till your lungs is filled. Exhale all the way till your lungs is not. Do this. It releases that pressure off your mind. So now that you can think with clarity, now you can have a clearer vision on what you need to accomplish in your life. Also, don't forget, this is key. This is key. This is key. Don't forget to say no. And that's not just to other people, that's to yourself as well. Do not forget to say no. There's power in declining your tasks and commitments that don't align with your priorities. If it doesn't align with your priorities, you got to handle what you need to take care of first. It's all about filling your cup up. You need to fill your cup up, because if you're empty, how are you going to fill others? You can't accomplish what you need to accomplish that will support you being able to help others. How will others be helped if you're not taking care of the things that support you, that will allow you to help others? Think about that for a second. So let's don't neglect the power of saying no. And if you take care of these steps, team, you'll be one step away to freeing up the anxiety, freeing up the stress that's in your mind. Don't forget to click the link that's in the comments. Click the link that you see here on the page for a free consultation if you're looking for coaching. Remember that self-work is the best work, so we must get the work. Until next time, peace.